G'day guys, Jolly here from Measured Gaming. Today I'm joined by Dave again. How you going, mate?
Good, mate.
That's good. It's a rematch of the ages. We're playing Places of Arcane Power in preparation for Cancon. My list, very familiar now to the channel. Ironjawz, British Cannon on the Mega Boss here with Ethereal Amulet with Weirden mount trait. This guy has Metal Ripper's Claw and Meanin, so he's got +1 damage on his mount, which is always nice. I've got two War Chanters here. One has Fix and Beat, one has Killer Beat. And then we've got 4 units of 3 pigs in the Iron Fist Battalion. An extra command point comes to 1970, so I get a triumph against Dave.
Yep.
Dave, talk us through your army, mate.
So this is double Frostlord on Stonehorn, one Ethereal. It's Blood Gullet, so got the Splatter Cleaver on the other one. Slaughtermaster General, 20 Nobblers, 4
with
Iron
their
Guts.
Goblin Green bases.
Goblin Green, there you go, for you, Sean. 4 Iron Guts, 4 Lead Belchers, a dozen Gluttons, there's my Maul Pot, and I've got a Balewind in there as well, just for good measure. I'm at 2,000 on the nose.
Cool. I'm just going to roll the dice real quick to see what triumph I get. And I get a 2, which is reroll wound rolls, which is going to be awesome. We're going to roll off the sides, do deployment, and we'll be back. Rightio, this is what deployment looks like for me. I got my Ethereal General sort of as far left as you can go with his screen of pigs. I've got more pigs here with a War Chanter. Back here is the Iron Fist leader in range of the Killy Maw Crusher, who's also got War Chanter support, as well as a unit of 3 pigs as a screen. For Dave, he's gone super heavy with his 2 dudes on the right-hand side. His Frostlords. He's got just a sea of bodies and meat, really. So over on the left here, it's 4 Iron Guts. Everything's behind a unit of 20 screens of the Nobblars. It's 12 Iron Gluttons, yeah. Behind them, as well as the Lead Belchers, with his Butcher chilling out at the Maw Pot. Like his Slaughtermaster, whatever the fuck they're called now. Yeah. Butcher with a cauldron. Yeah. Cool, so we're going to do some tactics again. I'm going to tell Dave to fuck off for a second, and I'm going to talk you through what the plan is.
Needed a coffee anyway.
Cool. So, tactics for this game, it's quite simple. It's hold the objectives and win. Kill their heroes without your heroes dying. This is actually a really interesting matchup for both of our armies because we're both gone heavy heroes, really. Well, we've got 2 really big stompies anyway. And he's just sort of got more bodies than me, but that doesn't really matter in this battle plan. Yeah, him having his 2 over here is an issue. I'm hoping that he can deal with at least 1. I don't know. It's going to be hard. I think I'm going to lose this guy early, but if I can trade with at least 1 of them, I'll be happy. Over here though, looks like he's only going to be going for 2. So this side's mine. If my Ethereal Mega Boss can just survive, then survive all this shit, then I think he'll be fine. Apart from that, guys, not a whole lot of tactics. Depending on how he moves and all that, if he does leave this guy open, I might just go and snipe him early on with some pigs or something, for example, just because him having 2 heroes on the table is better than 3, right? So just prevents any kind of scoring from him. Apart from that, I think that is me done. Yeah, we'll hand it over to Dave.
Hey guys, NC Dave here. This Batrep brought to you by PlayStation. And coffee. Alright, so what am I going to do? Let's talk turkey. I've set this up to pretty much just go for those 2 objectives, ignoring that one over there. My Iron Guts are set up here to give Joel something to think about if he's going to go for that one. I get a feeling we'll be fighting over the middle in this one though. These 2 guys here, I'm probably going to send them that way. Work in tandem, and then if I can clear that lot off, one of them will stay there and the other will head back to the center. Meanwhile, the rest of this line is just going to move forward. Slight gap between my screen and my models means hopefully the Nobblers will take the brunt of the hit, and then the Ogres will pile in and hit from over the top. That's basically it. I would have loved to have had my Slaughtermaster here, because that's arcane, and sitting in between there would give me +2 to cast to get that Bale win, but it's more important to have him on this side near these guys. He'll end up moving towards this center objective as well. So, look, there's not that many models to contend with, but they're a big threat, and I'm just going to have to try and play it smart. I'm going to be taking first turn, because he can get across the table turn 1, and I don't want to get boxed in and not be able to get on these objectives at all. So I'm going to push for the objectives. For that reason, I might end up changing my mind and sending these one way, one the other, but I fear that if I do that, whichever one goes to the left, which is probably going to have to be the ethereal one, is sort of left out in the cold a little bit. So yeah, tough call. I'd kind of like him in the middle because he's more survivable, would be really good, but yeah, just this particular battle plan, I'm not going to necessarily be able to run them in tandem as much as I would like to. So we'll just have to, I'll have to play that by ear a little bit. If it means getting control of 2 objectives turn 1, then yeah, I'll be splitting them, but I feel like I'll be giving up my Murder Horn here on the left. If I do that, it'll be a sacrifice, and then there's no coming back to get that objective. So it's kind of a tough call. Not sure. Anyway, let's just see how the game goes.
Rightio, you've heard what we're going to do. Dave, you outdrop me. Who's going first?
Me.
Cool. No worries, guys. We will be back after Dave's turn. Rightio, Dave. So you got 2 spells off. You got the bite spell and what was the other one?
Blood Feast and Rock Chopper, both off on the Gluttons.
Yep.
Everyone ran.
Yes. You did the old bait and switch here.
Yeah, so I ended up moving the Murder Horn to the middle.
Yeah, so you spent a CP to run him 6, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you could just sort of get in there. You ran the Gobbo 6 as well to form up the screen.
My ethereal one ran across, tagged that as far back as possible.
Yeah.
Everyone else has moved up. Lead Belters have come through here to kind of screen off that Stonehorn, and the Slaughtermaster's moved up but staying on Mystical there.
Yeah. And just so he can buff up these Gluttons again as well if he needs to.
Yeah.
And then these Iron Guts are just sort of lingering at the back there in case I wanted to go jump on this one, right?
Yep.
That's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Righto. Let's see what I can do, I suppose. Righty-o. What have I done? This guy, +1 damage, and he got the free move from these guys here. So then he moved up again. He's going over here. Got some shooting to do, actually, I forgot about that. That's okay. Over here, we might have destroyed him for free, and then moved him onto the objective, 3 away. Well, just within 3. And then these guys here, they tried to form a screen just to maybe prevent something. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. These guys got +1 damage as well from this War Churner who's now dead. They're going to hopefully go and kill some shit in here, so then he can come in and just fucking smack that motherfucker up. That's the plan anyway. So we'll see how we go. I'll do some shooting, charges and combats, and we'll be back. Righty-o. There's a dead Stonehorn, guys. The plan worked. So what happened? The pigs made their charge. I think it was only 1 mortal wound to the lead belchers that were there. Then the Maw Crusher, I had to spend my last CP to re-roll his charge because he was like out by 1 inch, and he did 3 mortals, so killed a lead belcher.
Yep.
I activated with the pigs first after putting re-roll once to hit on them because I really needed those lead belchers dead unless my plan was fucked. They killed them. And then the Maw Crusher then piled in. Spent my triumph to re-roll wound rolls on him, and took him off by an extra wound, I think, to what I needed to do.
By 1 just.
Yeah, neg 3 rend and 4 damage weapons and 3 damage weapons and neg 2 rend are just, it's fucking insane. However, I do not score that point. So I am going to only score 1 from this one. Dave will be on 2 to my 1. We need a roll for priority. Dave gets a 6, I get a 4. This turn is going to hurt. You want it, obviously.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, no worries. We'll be back. Just before Dave does some charges. Dave, your hero phase. You dipped into the pot twice and did nothing.
Yep.
You got Blood Feast off on these guys.
Correct.
But you didn't get Rock Chomper off.
No, I was going for Rib Cracker against him.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
no, I missed it by one. So.
Yeah. In the movement phase, these guys are moving up.
And these guys
are moving up to go and try and take this guy off. 6-inch pile-in is going to really help here. In the shooting phase, he just sort of pivoted away further. Then these guys, they did 2 wounds to the Mega Boss and failed to do any wounds to the pigs. We're going to do some charges now and we'll be back after combats. Oh boy, what a turn. So, turn order. Well, these guys got their charge. The Iron Guts got their charge too. These guys did a handful of mortals and then just took off the Maw Crusher without even needing to bite him. So
got enough through on the weapons.
Pretty brutal. I then went over here with this Maw Crusher. I only managed to kill 2 and a bit of the Iron Guts, which I really wanted smashing and bashing them, but that's okay. Then you went with them, and you did 9 wounds to an ethereal Maw Crusher. Iron Guts are really fucking good. And then I attacked into these guys, the Grots, and did killed 10 of them.
Battle Shock.
Yes. They're still alive.
I've got 4 left.
Jesus Christ. And that was that. So no wounds to the pigs. They killed 10 plus another 5, wasn't it? So, it's going to be Ironjawz turn 2 now. Dave is going to be on 4 points because he still holds this one to my 1. So let's see what we can do. My turn. What have we done? With some juggling with my destroyers and having to use my CP, I've managed to put +1 damage on these guys, +1 damage on these guys here, no, it was on them, wasn't it? Yeah. So I couldn't actually juggle enough to get +1 damage on them. That's okay. So +1 damage on this unit, that unit. And then this guy here, he's moving up, so he can make a charge onto those Noblars and get on that objective, hopefully. These guys are moving up, just kind of forming a screen as well for this Mega Boss who has moved closer to healing terrain. He just couldn't roll high enough on his run, so next turn. They're going to try and go for a little assassination attempt on this Slaughtermaster. So no shooting, we're just going to go straight into charges and we'll see what we can do.
Bravery 8.
Just going to talk about what happened. So I got all my charges off. Take those wounds back because they killed the pigs, the dudes at the start. So I charged. These guys got around to here. I only managed to do 1 wound to him. There was only with 1 guy though, which is fine. They did a couple more wounds to the gluttons. Basically, in what's happened this turn, I've lost 4 pigs and Dave has lost 7 gluttons.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. All right. It's Battle Shock test. I'm doing this on camera. That's a 5.
So they're...
What's their bravery?
Because they're eating, they're going to be bravery 8.
So you're losing 4.
Yeah.
Ouch. However, I need to roll for these guys. On a 6 he runs, and then the other guy on a 6 he runs.
Yeah. Negative bravery as well.
There was a 4 in there, doesn't it? Yeah, so they're fine.
Okay. Yeah. Dang.
Yep. We'll just roll for priority real quick. I get a 1, Dave gets a 5. Cool. All right, we'll be back. So just before Dave does some charges, what'd you do? You got Blood Feast off. He's going to move here. Yeah. You double dipped into the cauldron again. You did 2 mortals to this guy.
Yep. And he's healed himself, which is nice.
And then you're looking to come and slap this guy with your Slaughtermaster.
Yes.
That's the plan, right?
That is the plan.
Cool. Just roll your charge now. See if you get in. Should have an issue. Yeah, cool. All right. We're back after combats.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. So, Dave, you attacked with this guy first.
Yeah.
You did 4 wounds to a war chanter.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
No. Well, I mean, it's better than none.
Yeah, but then I tried to bite this pig, didn't bite him.
Yeah, you split your attacks up like
I
that.
did. But I wanted him gone.
Yeah, that's fair. And then this guy, with the 2 damage, he then attacked into the Slaughter Master.
Yep.
Did 6 wounds to him.
Yep, so he's had 1 health left.
Yep.
Yep.
And then he then turns around and punches off the war chanter. The Noblard finishes the job.
Yeah, by 1. Right down to the last wound.
Yeah.
And then this guy piles in.
Around...
I get 1 6-up save.
Yeah, you make your 6 up from his pig iron chopper.
1 wound through from the pig.
Yeah.
That's
4s
the one
and
that got
4s, and then that was the one that got it. Fucking classic.
Yeah.
So Dave, you're just going to score 3 points this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you put you on 9 to my 5.
Yep.
Going into Ironjawz turn 3.
Yep.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Now, just before I do some charges, what happened? This guy just moved up onto the healing. Just in case, you never know. This war chanter has moved up onto the objective here, which is awesome. Failed to heal. I got +1 damage off on this guy. He attacked in the hero phase from his free mighty destroys. Only did 2 wounds to the glutton. These guys moved up over there just to box in the stone wall in case he wants to come and get me. And then these guys moved twice this turn up to here to charge into this last remaining dude. So we'll go into charges and combats and we'll be back. My turn. These guys killed him. So I will score 3 points for this one, putting me up to 8, and then I'll get 1 for this one, putting me up to 9.
Yep.
And we have to roll for turn 4 priority, unless you just want to call it there.
Yeah, roll for it.
Roll for it. 4, 5, I can't win a fucking priority. Alright, your turn, mate.
Alright.
Unless if you want to give it to me for some reason. Fair. Alright. Here's the pretty one, you're right. Alright. So, Dave, talk through what we just talked about.
Yeah, so we're just discussing the way that the points would go out, even though I'm getting priority here. If the second I leave this behind, resets to 1, so even if somehow I did get around and kill this guy, you're still capping major points over here.
Yep.
These 2 are cancelling each other out. You're 1 point up there. That's only going to stack as we go forward. So
Correct.
there's no point continuing. But
No.
yeah, it was a good game.
It was, yeah. Good game, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah. I always enjoy this matchup. 2 big dudes, 2 big monster trucks getting pushed around on the other side of the board.
Yep.
So made for a quick game and a fun game as well.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. This is probably the most I've taken off.
Yeah.
Ironjawz.
And that's probably the sorry for the finger. That's probably the battle plan. I had it covering.
Oh,
the,
right. Oh, I thought
had it covering the
is that
camera.
what we have to do? Oh, hang on. I don't have a chicken nugget. You should put chicken nuggets in.
I just made that dirty as fuck too. There we go. That's better.
Yes.
But
viewers demand quality. Yeah.
yeah, it's all because of the battle plan. Look, I had to scramble early to try and kill the pretty boy.
Yeah.
Knowing full well that he was going to get taken off by the gluttons, but it was 1 less hero for you. I was still up on the count, you know?
Yeah, that's it. When I'm down to 2 heroes and you've still got 3.
Yeah, makes it hard.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for me to do anything.
This is a tough battle plan for both of our armies.
Yeah.
Purely for the fact that our 2 major pieces, they want to be in the fight and tanking damage.
Yep.
But they can't, especially if they're holding one of the side ones.
Yeah, the fact that you've got to stay there and you've got to stay within 3, it's really restrictive.
It is, yeah.
And when 2/3 of my heroes are Stonehorns, you know, I put 1 into the fight, he gets deleted for my battle line to turn around and counteract. But, I mean, this guy did nothing. Actually, all game, he just scored me points. And so...
but that's worth its own weight in gold.
Yeah,
really.
it is. It's important. I guess it's just a case of if you are going to have something off to one side earning you points all game, what is it?
Yeah.
And making a choice about what that's going to be. And I think, I think I'll review this and you know, maybe try out a different scenario, different deployment. definitely.
With this iteration of your list,
Yeah.
This is my favourite list of yours so far.
It's because of the Goblin Green bases, isn't it?
No. But it's because of that unit being in there.
Yeah.
While the fourth hero would have been maybe beneficial to you in this battle plan, I don't see it being a better list for Cancon.
No, well, to get another hero, I'm either going to lose my chaff screen or one of my Stonehorns.
Yeah, and you need that because if you didn't have them, the Gluttons wouldn't have done anything because they would have got punched off the table turn 1.
Exactly.
Right. Which is what happened in our last game. Was I just
Yes.
ran big boy up the flank and just took them all off.
Yeah, that's right. All 12 of them in one hit. So
by just having them in the list and in front of your shit means I can't do that. I can only kill 20 Noblars. It's not nearly as good as killing 12 bulls.
No.
Or 12 Gluttons.
no, and for 100 points
Yes.
compared to 12 Gluttons, it's 400 points.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Yeah, guys, that's pretty much that. Victory to the old Ironjawz again. See, they're going on a bit of a rampage at the moment. Tearing up Bendigo, which is always nice.
Chumping and dumping everywhere.
Yeah, that's what we call smashing and bashing. Yeah, chumping and dumping. It's something like that. Anyway, cheers for watching. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, fucking whatever other YouTubers tell you to do. Catch us later.
See you guys.